City College hosts the 2025 annual Northwest Illinois Agronomy Summit. 80 farmers and students attended the summit, hoping to learn more about the newest products and studies in agronomy.
Farmers and future farmers got to learn more about the different studies around and about the different biochemicals available on the market today. Richard Buth attended the summit today. As a farmer, he says the day was about learning from researchers at the top of the technology in agronomy, as well as from people with experiences who use those products every day.
Half the reason is to come to see some of the other farmers you haven't seen for a while and to see out what they're doing, because you learn as much from other farmers sometimes as from the university people.